Hey, Inspired Tribe. How's it going? Welcome back. Welcome to the Inspired Livestream. We are back. We're excited, fresh, happy. It's so good to see you guys. We're happy to be back in the Inspired live streams. We're healthy, we're wealthy, we're whole, we're free. Repeat after me, Inspired Tribe. We're healthy, we're wealthy, we're whole, we're free. We got this. There's so much coming up. There's so much expansion, excitement coming up. It is Monday, May 3rd. Can you believe it, guys? May 3rd, 2021. A big capital W1. And this is live stream number 157. We've been together for over a year. You, the tribe, all of us. And it's been a really good year for the expansion, for the awakening, for so many beautiful stories that we get to share. And we're just coming off a beautiful weekend in the ICA, the Inspired Coaching Academy, which is Kristin and I guiding junior coaches through this whole experience of becoming a coach, learning everything that we have gathered and Kristin has gathered in her years of coaching one-on-one so much. And it's been a wonderful second ICA weekend. We have some beautiful, amazing people in the academy that are always looking for practice clients. So Tribe, if you feel inspired to become a practice client, no matter where you are on the planet, please send us an email to 365inspiredliving@gmail.com and we will forward it to our junior coaches. And it's just a beautiful process, and they need to practice. So please come on.
Free.
Pardon me?
It's free.
It's free. It's free of charge, of course. They're now getting into multiple sessions with practice clients. And so if anyone wants to donate, contribute, that's always a possibility, but it's free of charge as is. So Tribe, we have a cool topic today because it's something that Kristin and I have been talking about for a long time. And we've been mentioning this in our courses. We've been mentioning this on and off in videos. We've been talking in our membership calls, and I'll tell you about the new membership call that is coming up this Wednesday in a little bit. But let me dive a little bit into today's topic, which is controversial. And I know probably just looking at the title, some people were turned off, some people were turned on, and we called it the law of attraction scam. And it's just something that has been on our minds. And we, as you can imagine, being the founders of the Inspire channel and having this beautiful community and tribe, we get to meet a lot of people. And a lot of people have what I would call the law of attraction burnout syndrome. And they have been watching videos, reading books, maybe going to seminars, maybe working with teachers, and they have been focusing so much on this work and nothing really has shifted or not in the way they wanted to. And so we wanted to dive a little bit into what the law of attraction really is, and then how real shift really happens. And again, we could call this a shift show. We never talk about things that we have not experienced ourselves, created ourselves, or have firsthand knowledge. So nothing is theoretical here. We talk about practical things that we know, things that we have done in our lives, things that we have changed in our lives, things that we are doing every day in our lives. So first, why do we call it the law of attraction scam? Because clearly one thing we all know, the law of attraction in itself is not a scam. It's a complete factual reality. It's the universal law of frequencies. And for us to understand that, all we must know is that we are vibration. We're energy. It looks like, this beautiful straw hat that I'm wearing today. It looks like this is solid matter, but it really isn't. It's energy, it's vibration. And it has taken on this form. And it has attracted this guy. So this is how the hat and me got together. But the law of attraction itself is the universal law that says that, similar vibrations attract each other. Similar frequencies or same frequencies attract each other. What that really means is that nothing is random in the universe. You could look at it from the other side. It's not a random. Nothing happens coincidentally or randomly in the universe. But then the conclusions from from that understanding to what it really means to create the life that you desire are so often oversimplified, and so often they are just, the typical advice is just think positive thoughts, think different thoughts than you have been thinking, and you will attract the dream car, dream life, dream partner, money, and all of those things. And usually it just doesn't work out that way. But there's a reason for that, because the premise in itself is not wrong. It's just not nearly complete. And I just want to go through a few points here that play into it before we go into how shifts and how real co-creationship with the universe, how that really works. One of the things that a lot of the quote unquote gurus and teachers out there completely ignore is that a lot of people on this planet are in a karmic cycle. What is karma? Karma is the accumulated is the accumulated experience through lifetimes, and everything has to find balance, right, throughout your lifetime and then through multiple lifetimes, which, reincarnation is not really a concept we discuss because we accept it as a complete reality. But karma means, being in the karmic cycle is basically cause and effect. It means that as souls, we experience everything at least once. And so we go through these lifetimes to evolve and experience. So and at some point we resolve our karma. That's the ideal point, where we have gone forgiven, where we have done the inner work, where we have done the healing, where we've really gotten to the core of things. And then we exit that karmic cycle. And there's so much interesting material to study on that, and really good teachers throughout the ages, but that's the basic principle. And so a lot of times that is being completely left out, but the karmic cycle does matter. Understanding that you come into this lifetime with an idea of what you want to experience, of what you want to do, with an idea of what you want to accomplish. And so your life is not just a random series of events. So there's a karmic cycle that plays into this whole thing. Then there's something that we call the collective consciousness, the mass consciousness. It isn't just you who has desires and visions and dreams. It's all of the population, and of course even beyond the planet, but let's stick to this planet for a while now. There's a collective consciousness, and that plays into things, just as well. That's why we are together as a tribe, always working on raising the vibration in the collective consciousness, because it benefits all, and it benefits us individually as well, of course. So that plays into, the what you create and how you create. And then there are energetic and vibrational disturbances, and that's something we completely underestimate. We live in an electromagnetic smog that, you cannot even imagine. If you had a spray where you could spray it into the air and see all of the radiation that's going on, all of the frequencies that are out there that are artificially and electronically produced, you probably couldn't even see the sky. That's how thick and dense this is. And there are certain places where it's thicker and denser, and those are the places where it's the most challenging for humans to raise their natural vibration and function on a higher level, just because this is so impactful on the human body. So that messes with our vibration and frequency. So that's another thing that we have to overcome, another challenge. And so there are numerous things that play into our abilities to create. We are not one single individual on this planet. We are a mass consciousness. So all of that said, the number one reason why people do not live the life that they desire is because there is usually unresolved, underlying, and we call this subconscious. There's programs, beliefs, and trauma that sit somewhere, because you can very well sit here and consciously think about what you desire and consciously dream about what you desire. But if you have a belief system that contradicts that, which means, let's say you say, hey, I desire to be a millionaire, right? I desire to have $50 million, whatever, one number. But your belief system says money doesn't grow on trees. Money comes hard, it's hard, and rich people are bad. And all of those, you have to work hard for it. You have to sacrifice. If those beliefs are within you, even though you're not consciously thinking about them in the moment, but you have picked them up as a child from your parents, from your grandparents, from your whoever was influential in your childhood. If those beliefs are still active within you, then that thought will have very little energy. It isn't that it doesn't have energy. It isn't that you won't be able to create improvement. It's just that it will be very slow and it won't seem very significant to you. So what we really teach is about 0.1% talking about the law of attraction, because that's pretty much explained in a minute, like gravity. We understand gravity, but let's say that you've let's say it's holiday season. You've overdone it on the cookies. You've been eating too much, and you realize that some parts of your body are hanging down a little bit too much because you've been eating a lot. You don't go and try to figure out how to work with gravity to make a difference. Gravity is gravity. Law of attraction is law of attraction. What you do is you go within and you figure out what you can do, how you can change both your beliefs and then your habits, your actions to change that state. And that is always where we come in as teachers, as guides, as friends, as helpers. That's how we come in as coaches, to lead our loving tribe back to their own power. And so you can't go and say, I'm going to use the law of attraction for this particular topic. You're always under the influence of the law. You can't say, today I'm focusing on manifesting this specific thing, because you're always manifesting. You're just not aware that you are or haven't been. And it doesn't really matter whether you're aware or not. It isn't really that's not the thing that you should focus on. The thing that you can focus on is, how do I become what I desire to be and do and have? Because that is the key point. And that plays into the most important thing, is authenticity. Because you might be able to fool people around you sometimes. You might be able to pretend something, but when it comes to those things, when it comes to vibration, when it comes to frequencies, when it comes to creating from the field, you can't fool anything or anyone, because it's all frequency. So pretending doesn't work. Pretending to be or believe or think something when you really don't does not work. And that's what so many people do. And I'm not judging, I'm not hating on people, I'm not trying to point fingers. To the contrary, I'm trying to shift this conversation to where it's empowering, to where you realize that the power lies within you. You are connecting to the source. You're connecting to God, to the field, to the universe. You're connecting to your highest self. But the intention comes from within you. And all of that is really, truly also within you. You're activating that. You're activating your true, authentic self. That's really where the power lies. And so in our courses and in our coachings, what we really work on is to see what things, what beliefs, what maybe trauma programs are there that are contradicting your desires. And that's what we resolve. That's what we clear. That's the first and most important work in the beginning, because it would kind of like, it would always be an uphill battle if there's always something that you're trying to push down or fight against. So we resolve those things, and then we work on changing beliefs, changing habits, making it so that it contributes to your vision. And we're working with people at one thing mainly, and that's bringing out their authenticity. Because what the ego wants is this disconnected little human thing. The ego wants that doesn't have a lot of power. The ego doesn't have a lot of power, but your true authentic self has unlimited power. It has unlimited possibilities. That's what we really want to unleash. That's really our work. You are unique. You are special. You have come here with a very unique purpose. And you might work with other souls on this planet to fulfill that purpose, but your part in it is always unique. It's unique to you. And that's what we really want to unleash with you. And then you move into the state. And we know, if you haven't really experienced this on a bigger scale, it's sometimes frustrating. But trust us, if you follow these processes, if you work, and it doesn't have to be us, We'd love to work with you, but it doesn't have to be us. There's other great people that can guide you on that journey. And mainly, there's your higher self or inner being source that guides you. That's really the main source. And that's what we connect to also. When you experience this for a while, you get into the state that we call flow. It isn't that you're always in the flow. It isn't that everything always is easy, but you're in that state more often than you're not. That's the shift that happens. You begin to live in a state of flow and things begin to work out more easily. Again, not everything at once. You wouldn't want it all at once. You can handle it all at once. It would be boring. We would, have this avalanche and then nothing. But gradually, you're moving into more and more flow, more and more freedom. You're feeling more and more authenticity. And then you truly become that which you desire. And the interesting part is, once you become that, this intense need that you felt before is gone. Because then you really don't need the things anymore to create the outcome for you. You have just become what you wanted. And those things just kind of come way more easy and effortlessly and in a flowy way. And it's the biggest irony of our human life and the universal experience that when you become what you want, you really don't want it that bad anymore. Isn't that funny? And it's beautiful because it's a space of joy. It's a space of freedom and flow, and even the bad days still feel pretty good. And when I say bad days, it just means, sometimes you might have an argument or you just find yourself in a situation that doesn't feel so pleasant in the moment, but it doesn't really matter that much because you understand in the big scheme of things, you desired this experience. In the big scheme of things, it's turning out for your highest good. These are not just empty phrases and words. These are not just blah, blah, feel good candy things. This is truth. This is reality. This is really real. But to go back to the initial statement, the law of attraction scam, it's basically saying, sign up for our course. We're going to teach you how to manifest money, teach you how to manifest love. And so often these things are shallow, empty copies of the same old incomplete teachings. It's not that they don't have truth in it. They're incomplete. And the missing link so often, because this requires a deeper understanding, is the clearing work. I've said this over and over again, and I will continue to say this. There's hardly a soul on this planet that doesn't come in with baggage or accumulate baggage because of the way we live as a society. We aren't really known in the universe to be the most, to be the healthiest species in the way we live. I mean, this, we aren't really a very well-functioning, although we're becoming better all the time. But what that means is we all accumulate some sort of pain or trauma, something, through our childhood, through our bringing up. And that's the clearing work is the stuff where you need to know what you're doing. It isn't just about the feel-good side of things. It's about going to the place where that pain, that trauma happened, resolving it, really resolving it, clearing it, and then substituting, creating something new in its place. That's and that for that work, you simply need to have a greater understanding. You need to have more time invested, and it's very responsible. It's a great responsibility to do that kind of work. It's mind altering, and part of what we teach our coaches is just that, to have the utmost respect when they work with people, because it is mind and consequentially life altering work. And so the scam lies in this big promise that there's this law of attraction. It's this thing out there. Nobody really knows what it looks like, but it's this really cool thing that's going to get you money, and it's going to get you love, and it's going to get you everything you ever wanted. And really, all you have to do is, for 5 minutes a day, think a few good thoughts, write them down, and that's it. And I'm being a little over sarcastic for a reason, because the real work is deeper, and it's also more satisfying, and it's more beautiful, and it's more real, and it's more authentic. And it's not just another 5-year trend that's going to be replaced by something else and something else and something else, and just keeps industries growing and going. It's not what this is about. It's about real empowerment. You shouldn't have to go through 30 years of seminars and books to kind of get a grasp on life. It's not how this was meant to be. But you can, and if you have the nudge, if you feel the inspiration, do work with someone, do get a coach or do sign up for something that you feel inspired to, but make sure that you feel empowered in it. You get tools that you can use, that you're not dependent on someone outside of you constantly, that you're not, that your success isn't dependent on someone outside of you, and that you don't have the tools yourself, you don't have the practices, you don't have the processes that you can use yourself. That's real empowerment. And that's what it's so close to our heart to teach, that, to empower you. If we work with you, whether that's in a membership call, whether that's one-on-one, whether that's in a course, we don't want you to keep coming back for years and years and years and years. We don't want you to keep coming back. If we work together successfully, if you show up, if you do the work, if we show up and we do the work, you will get into this flow. It might not happen in a month. It depends on your life story. It depends on the gravity of your own baggage that you bring. Not good, not bad, not judgmental, but that's just what it is. But we can resolve this. We can clear this, and we can create beautiful new patterns, beliefs, habits that serve you. With you. We can't do it for you. We can show you how to do it, and you show up for the work. But then after a while, and depending on how deep you want to go, maybe it's a few months, maybe it's a year, but you will be equipped to do this on your own. And it won't be work forever. It is work for a while, because you're literally changing your physical, your psychological, your spiritual reality. That is work. It is work. And we're never, ever going to tell anyone it isn't work. But it's beautiful, fulfilling, satisfying work. It's high vibing work. It's something that leaves you empowered. That's the kind of work. And that's what we stand for. That's what we believe is authentic, and that's what's proven to work for us and work for our clients and work for the beautiful tribe that we're working with. And that to us is empowerment. That to us is true empowerment. And after a while, if you do a practice, if you do write affirmations, if you do mirror work, if you do those things, it won't be because you have to convince yourself of something. It won't be because you have to work so hard at it. It will be because it brings you joy. Because you're doing the next thing, because you're excited about the new vision that you just had, because you're so high vibing on the current vision that you go, well, there's a new idea, a new thought. Let me script. Let me create a vision board, or let me meditate on it, or let me do mirror work affirmations, because you enjoy it, because it empowers your vision. And that's what happens. It isn't supposed to be constant, decade-long work. It isn't. It's setting free your true authentic self, clearing what needs clearing, and then setting free your true authentic self, and having the tools to, if you are in a hole, pull yourself out. And also to have the tools to go higher and higher and higher, depending on what it is that you desire. There are no limits to that. And that to us is the empowering work. Everything that we do, everything that we co-create, everything that we talk about is about that. It's about leading you to your own power. It's within you. It's not within me. It's not within Kristin. We have our own power, but you have your own power. And we just want to show you that you have it. We want to show you how to unleash it, and we want to see you thrive. It's so beautiful to see our tribe thrive. We get together, as I said, in the membership calls, or as we did this weekend in the ICA, the Inspired Coaching Academy. Nothing gives us greater satisfaction and fulfillment than to watch our beautiful tribe thrive, grow, expand. And when you can see that something that used to be out of their comfort zone is now so comfortable to them. Now they're so comfortable in it, and they're going and moving forward and moving forward and moving forward. And it's a constant expansion, more freedom, more joy, more life, more everything, more money, more love, more of all. It's just more of all. And that is beautiful and in turn inspiring to us. And so this is not a get rich quick scheme. We don't do that. We don't do the 10-day miracle manifestation things. We love posting videos that spark inspiration and that give you this initial, but it's what you do after that. It's what you put into inspired action. It's how you show up that's going to determine that. No amount of videos, no amount of books will do that for you. But if we can inspire a spark, awesome, because then the next step is inspired action. One step at a time. Kristin calls it lovingly baby steps. It's also not about jumping up the mountain. It's about climbing up your mountain in a beautiful way, finding an inspired path, taking breaks in between, enjoying the view. All of these things are important. That's the way we do it. And we want to invite you. We send out emails, but we want to invite you. We are starting a second membership call this Wednesday at 12 p.m. Central Daylight or Central Standard. So that's, for example, I think that's in Central Europe. That is 6 or 7 p.m. depending if you have daylight or not. But it's 12 p.m. Central Daylight time. That's where we're at right now here, or Chicago time, if you will. I had to look it up. And this is going to happen every Wednesday. This first call on Wednesday, so 2 days from now, it's on us. It's completely free. We just want to invite you, show you what it's all about. We meet for approximately an hour, usually maybe a few minutes longer. We tend to not really take too much, look at the clock too much. But it's about tools, practices. It's about inspired moving forward with a group of people that is as inspired as you are. And in the other group, friendships are formed, the tribe is getting tighter, people are beginning to make travel plans together, all of those good things. So we're creating this second group for different time zones, so it might be more suitable for you. Send us an email to 365inspiredliving@gmail.com, and just all you have to put in there in the subject or in the text, just say I want in, and you will get the link on Wednesday before the call. It's going to be a Zoom link. Again, this is completely free this time around. It's all on us. We're just going to go through what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, and maybe show you one or two really cool things that you can do on the spot that just give you a little bit of an understanding of how powerful you are. We do meditations, processes, journeys. We have a EUCY session every month. And it's just an expansion journey that we do together. So you are invited. We'd love to see you. Many have already signed up. So all you have to do is just send us an email, say I want in, and you're in. That being said, Inspired Tribe, we might get a little more flexible on the live stream schedule. Mondays and Thursdays look pretty stable, 2 p.m. Central. The Wednesdays are going to probably turn more often into Tuesdays, or going to turn into Tuesdays. So just just look at our YouTube or Facebook page. We're always going to announce the dates. But for now, it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and some days maybe just Monday and Thursday. We're going to have to be a little flexible. There's a lot going on. As always, you're invited. Join us. Check out our website. See what inspires you. Or just come back to the live streams, just connect with the tribe, connect with each other, spread some love, inspiration. We're excited to be back. We're going to see you guys again tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central, right here, as always. And if you ever want to, want some questions answered or a topic addressed, we go pretty broad. We go into various topics that are of interest.
Just write an email.
Let us know what you would like us to talk about, and we'll consider it. And also, sometime probably next week, we might do another EUCY session here on a live stream. So just keep coming back, tribe. It's only getting better and better. We love you all. Please hit the like button. Before you leave, please hit the like button. Thanks for being here. I'm going to go through all your comments, and we'll see you again tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central, right here on the Inspired channel. All the love, all the power.